Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falco Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be Shuttle versus Savior here on Fighting Spirit. Bottom left we've got Shuttle under his name Eyewater, and in the bottom right we've got a purple Zerg named Savior, or ostensibly Savior. I'm not sure this is Savior because I've never seen this name before, but the replay name is Shuttle versus Savior 2. Back from 2012, as far as I know. Anyways, it's going to be a PvZ for your Monday here. Hit that like button if you're excited for a PvZ featuring Shuttle and Savior. We'll see if this Zerg lives up to the billing. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Only time can tell. All right, so Pylon here at the choke. And what'll we do first here? Is it a forge? Is it a gateway? Place your bets now. Kind of feel like it's a forge based on the fact that it's a 4-player map. Got Terry the Overlord moving out, taking a whiff of Vespene. Yes, I know it helps you focus. Just don't get addicted to it, okay? All right, and it is a gateway. I was wrong. So if you scout the wrong direction, little probe, there is some zealot pressure coming into Savior's base in maybe 2 minutes or so. So, he's scouting the correct direction. Not scouting crosspawn, not scouting the top left, scouting the bottom right, where the Zerg is. And man, can he block the hatch? Can he block the hatch? It's an overpool build, not a hatch first. Oh, man. Zoom. The probe says, little drone, don't have 300 minerals. Don't have 300 minerals, and it doesn't. And the probe says, ha ha ha. I am blocking your hatch placement for your natural. What are you going to do about it, huh? You going to fight me? No. No, says the little drone. I'm going to try to fake you out and think that I put a hatchery somewhere else. And then you'll leave, and I'll dart back in and then throw down a hatch. But the little probe is not being fooled. Anywho, expansion timing? Maybe expansion time. No gas, no cybernetics core. Just, zealots being produced, zealots moving across. And these lings chase away the probe. And bam, a 240 hatchery for your natural base. I kind of feel like, man, that was worth it. That was worth it for Shuttle. All right, man. So we got another pair of lings on the way, and the Overlord says, you don't have a cybernetics core. Oh, there's a forge here as well. Block, Bobs. Block the way into the base. Both players, I was gonna say both players moving back, and all right, man. So cannon goes down a little bit too late to stop these Zerglings from getting in. These are not Jaedong Zerglings, so they're gonna get a quick scout around. Another one trying to get in, but a replacement Bob is here. And man, these are just a lot of Zerglings. You need to do a lot of damage with these. Otherwise, your macro is going to be too far behind the Protoss player. So third base, okay. Everything is cool there. I like the third base timing. Soon after the second hatch. But yeah, that's because the second hatch was so late. Gas gathering. Zealots moving across the map here. Continued zealots. Not with legs, not with +1, because there's been no gas gathering yet. And still no cybernetics core at 4 minutes. At 4 minutes, we don't have a cyber core, but that's why you have a cannon up, right? You do. Overlord, man, this Overlord is here, just perching, seeing when these zealots move out across the map. He counts how many there are. I mean, this is Terry at his best, man. Terry's absolutely kicking butt, taking names. Recognizes this is, can he see this? He sees this front door is wide open. There aren't any lings to take advantage of that, but my gosh, there's a lot of lings out because they're here to deal with the zealots, right? Pylon, still no cyber core. 4.5 minutes. No cyber core. And look, he's not immediately putting his probes to work there, which, if you're a Protoss, you're like, I don't put my probes to work immediately upon building. It's not just you. Shuttle too. Cybernetics core now coming in at 450. Good grief. These lings kind of sharking about here. Maybe try to jump on these zealots if you can get them. out in the open rather than when they're kind of backed into a corner like this. It's better for you, but look, the Zealots move out, and the Lings are coming in. Are you kidding me right now? They're jumping right on that cannon. Cannon, 1, 2, 3, down. There it is, and now the probes have to fight, and they're pretty good fighters in that situation, obviously. Replacement cannon coming up, kind of walling off, and the Zealots are here. Is there enough to handle this many Zealots? Not really. No, more Lings are popping, more sets of Lings on the way. No Sunkens, which I'm really surprised by. I feel like you could have a Sunken here. Good engagement. Great engagement. How are the Zealots doing? Oh my gosh, no. No! All the Zealots survive and all the Zerglings die. Okay, they're very low on HP. Drones, I think you can maybe take them down. You don't want to fight. You don't want to fight Zealots with drones, do you? Come on. Come on down, guys. I'm expecting you to come down here. And they do, with the Spire coming in. So in the midst of this Zealot aggression, Savior's like, I need a Spire, because there's going to be Corsair. So he's not forgetting to tech up, which is incredibly important. One drone down, and then, yeah, these drones are... And another drone down, but yeah, those Zealots are extremely injured. But, I mean, it's only 10 drones now. Losing 2 is a massive hit. There's a probe that snuck up here, too. I'm not sure if Savior saw this. But definitely snuck up here after the third base started. Are you? No. No. Are you going to throw it out? This? We'll keep an eye on you. I don't know what you're up to. Another Zergling here. Oh, they took down this cannon. I missed it. I missed that engagement. Definitely almost took that cannon down, whatever number of Lings showed up. These reinforcements showed up a little bit too late, as there are now 4 Zealots buffering here. That's insane. So we've got our first Corsair. We've got a Spire almost done, so getting some Scourge out's not going to be a big deal. And is it? Oh, it is a Proxy Pylon. It is a Proxy Pylon. Interesting stuff. I'm liking it. I'm liking what we're seeing here. Citadel of Adun coming in. More pylons for more supply. All is well and good. And an Overlord seeing if there's a third Nexus, and there's not. So that's good information. The fact that there's a third base for the Zerg and not for the Protoss yet is good for Savior. Commence 42 hit execution of this Overlord, and go. Oh, it is so many. It is so many hits, but I mean, Overlords can't fight back, so whatever. Double gate. Oh, double gate on the proxy here. This is going to be Zealots. It's going to be Zealots, and the poor Zerg player is going to be walled off up here, but not covering this back area. Oh, this is going to be... This is interesting. This is pretty non-standard. Shuttle's playing a pretty non-standardish game. I mean, the Zealot pressure isn't that weird, I guess. Yes, it's just free Ling donations. Don't... Why are you engaging? Okay, bad. Bad. All right, I'm going to call this a Savior imposter. He's a better Zerg player than this. He just donated a bunch of Lings there. A better Zerg player, a more elite Zerg player for sure handles that. So got Sunkens coming up at the natural base. And yep, Sunken coming up behind the hatchery here at the third base too. Zealots show up. They don't quite like what they see. They see a number of Zerglings. They see a Sunken coming up. Ooh, actually canceled that building, recognizing the Zealots are backing out. Zealot legs are on the way, +1 air weapons coming in, more Corsair production, and a Templar Archives on the way from the Protoss here too. So we've got our little group of Zealots back here. Oh, this is so brutal. This is so brutal. But yeah, we're just 2-basing it here at 8 minutes. Everything's fine. Everything's kosher. Here from Shuttle, he slowed down the economy of the Zerg player pretty effectively. Sure, there's a third base up for the Zerg, but he's got some units in... Oh, what? What? Oh, he just scouted this. What on earth? What compelled you to check that? Maybe he did see the probe come in. You think he would have done something about it sooner if that was the case, though. Okay, so these Lings are going to win that battle. They have enough Lings to handle that. But then, yeah, and then you just throw down some additional Sunkens and another Hydralisk Den. You already have one back home. I'm pretty sure. Oh, is that your first Hydra Den? Okay. So, yeah, you build your Hydra Den here. Oh, canceled it, actually. Whoa. Oh, no, he's going right here. I mean, it's so blind. Yeah, Hydra Den here. Secondary one there to block off, but... unnecessary extra Sunkens in the mix. We're making some DTs now, which the Overlord's going to be really good for the Zerg player to get vision and detection on those Dark Templar. More Corsairs, y'all. What is this? This is 5. 5's a pretty solid number, but 6 is on the way now. Le Six is on the way now. We'll see if that works out. Or do you have enough Lings to handle these? don't know if you have enough Lings to handle this number of Zealots, and the DTs too. And the Overlord doesn't have speed, so you can't keep up with it. And the Lings are like, do we want to... Some of them are kind of engaging here, and the Protoss doesn't want to engage at all. And then maybe taking down this pylon would be pretty good, or just the gates themselves. Yeah, so these guys are going to take down the pylon. Lings don't have any attack upgrades or anything, but neither do the Zealots. So we're 10 minutes in. Nobody has any upgrades. +1's about to finish from Shuttle. And, all right, so the Zealots are going down, but the DTs are remaining. I was going to say they are... the Corsair comes in and kills the Overlord. The DT is still alive with 4 total kills. Another Overlord dies. There are some Scourge out to try to handle this, but there are 6 Corsairs up. I mean, sure, you could maybe snipe off one of them. Nice. Okay, I think that was at least 1 down, maybe 2. Maybe 2. DT still just absolutely getting work done right now. Ling dead. Ling dead. Swipe. Third base for Shuttle coming up. Left side here. 8 kill DT, protecting an unpowered gateway, as, you know, you're honor bound to do. Where? Bad rally? Bad rally maybe for this drone. I don't know. Floating about 1,000 minerals here. I think we just need more drones is what we need from... Again, I think this is an imposter savior. From the savior games that I've cast, he's just way better. So that said, this Zerg player is not horrendous. He's hanging with Shuttle, right? We're 11 minutes into this thing. Sure, it's 87 to 54 supply, and sure, you're supposed to be down a little bit. If you're the Protoss in a PvZ at this stage of the game. Or if you're rather a Zerg in a PvZ at this stage of the game. But there's an Archon. Got to kill your own front pylon there so you can gain access to allow Dragoons and stuff to get out, because we are getting Singularity Charge. The question is, are we getting Storm? Of course we're getting Storm. What kind of self-respecting Protoss doesn't get Storm is the question. And here come Los Zerglings. They're going to go ahead and jump on these cannons. These cannons are dead. Probes have to be pulled to deal with this, and they are. They're attacking. Wow, so one of the cannons goes down, but the other one is going to be fine. Yeah, look at that. Those probes had to fight for their right to stay alive, and they did. So expanding up this way, we've got some Lings to deal with the DT that we know are still in the neighborhood. Dude, Overlord speed would be really useful. Oh, we're making Mutalisks. Oh, is that where the gas is going? All right. You know my feelings on Mutalisks, especially against, my gosh, you know he has a ton of Corsairs already. We got 10 here. 10! With another one on the way, and there's your Storm getting researched. So here comes a little Ling Muta Scourge attack on the third base of the Protoss. Killing this would be really big for our fake savior here today. Did this DT... What? These Lings rolled down, and the DT got 12 more kills. Insane. Mutalisks! The Mutalisks have arrived. They're going to try to kill these cannons, which, I mean, there's 5 of them. They're not going to be incredibly... We're losing 1 Mutalisk there already, but hey. All right, Lings and Mutas. They go together like peanut butter and chocolate, man. Oh, easily taking down the cannons that are warping in, forcing a cancel on that one, I believe. And they get the shuttle, which I don't think there was anything in that, but nevertheless, good pickup on a shuttle for sure. These Lings get cleared out. A couple probes die. You have to throw up cannons to get defense up. And the mineral count is not high here for Shuttle. So he is spending money on this rather than doing something else, which he is making 5 Dragoons at a time, which is pretty good if you're dealing with lurkers and things like that. That DT! Oh! That last swipe of the DT blade. We just barely caught the end of that battle. But the DT was trying to snipe down the hatchery, and the Mutas came back to deal with it. Oh, but they were too late, and it sure seemed like that final swipe of the blade was able to kill the hatch, but then the DT died instantly after that too. Amazing timing for Shuttle there. That's huge. So this has just been a series of really nice engagements for Shuttle, right? Delaying the natural base, killing a ton of Zerglings and a couple drones with that early Zealot pressure, right? Delaying the 4th base, killing that one, keeping the 3rd base alive, dealing with run-bys. It's just, I feel like he's won every engagement today in 14 minutes, and I know Shuttle's insanely good. I'm not going to say he's not, but here comes a pretty big, pretty scary Hydro Ball. But guess what? Storm exists. This Archon is not going to do much. Goodbye, Zealots. And there it is from the high ground here. And everybody's all purple and red and injured, and There's a bunch of cannons here now, and the Hydras are trying to do their best. The Corsairs are battling. The Mutas all go down because the Corsairs are really intended to do that. They're really, really good at it as well. Another storm hits there. And yeah, it's just too many. The Lings are a good idea versus the Dragoons, but not when it's 2 Lings versus 8 Dragoons. Hydras, I'm surprised we haven't sniped this High Templar yet, but I guess the Dragoons are the bigger threat here. And again, Hydra's pretty good against Dragoons, but not in those numbers. Spores up. Does not save the Overlord there at all. So again, we do talk about Zergs getting static defense, right? Getting a Spore in their bases to deal with this Corsair stuff. But largely the problem is, when there's 11 of them, they just don't care. They just don't care about your Spore. Like, they're cruising here into the natural base, and yeah, there's a Spore here. We just looked at that, and Overlord dead. Overlord dead. Overlord dead. Overlord dead. None of the Corsairs die. Like, they just don't care. Spore damage is not enough to concern them. There's a supply block here too. Yeah, this has just been every major engagement. There hasn't been like a maxed out army engagement or anything, but every major engagement in this game has just gone to shuttle. And this is the way you win games of StarCraft. It's not that you get a big maxed out army and roll over your enemy at 20 minutes. It's that you win the engagements for the first 5 minutes, and the first 10 minutes, and the first 15 minutes, and that's what Shuttle has done. Does he want to take this base down? I don't see why he wouldn't want to take this base down. It's got 3.5 Sunkens at it. Maybe, yep, that one's coming up. Singularity charge up, +2 attack is now done for Shuttle. Great upgrades from him. Sunken is killing. Oh yeah, because these drones are trying to get in. Oh, he hard-walled it. He hard-walled it. Bit of a storm on the responding Hydras, but there's just not enough here. It's 169 to 67 supply. When you're up 100 supply, yeah, Zergs are supposed to be down a little bit. Not this much. Not 100 supply at 17 minutes. And that's your GG. Our probably fake savior taps out. And Shuttle is your winner here in 17 minutes. So yeah, that was, woof. That was a clinic. That was a clinic of how to play Protoss against a Zerg player, right? Zealot pressure him if you can find him fast enough. I mean, you can also just forge fast, expand, and defend, but it is really effective. The number of games that we've seen on this channel where the Protoss is able to get Zealots out early and pressure the Zerg player, force them to make Sunkens, and force them to make Zerglings and things they don't want to make. They want to make drones. They want to make hatcheries. They want to make tech structures. They don't want to make Zerglings at this stage of the game. Unless you're planning on being aggressive, but you know what I mean. And then, yeah, so that happened. The Zealot pressure, the delay on the natural base was huge. I do kind of feel like our savior player should have probably just tried to expand up here first. Get that third base, or maybe just throw it up here, get the third base up here, but it's so hard to defend. It is so hard to defend. It's just really, really difficult. It was kind of a build order loss in a lot of ways, right? The 9 pool, the pool's too late, but there's not a hatch down. If you hatch first, the probe can't block it. Right? And if you pool first, then you have Lings out to deal with the probe and then expand. So he's just kind of stuck. He was stuck in between a rock and a hard place there, and that's what happened. Great defense at the third base. Again, the denial of the fourth base was hot. The proxy gateways were fantastic too. Never really got much damage done at the third base, but if you can deny the fourth, defend your own third, and then destroy the natural base of your enemy, you're going to be pretty good. Yeah, were there some Lings running free inside Shuttle's main base and his natural base from time to time? Yes. Did much die? Not really. A cannon died. There was some scouting happening, but I don't think they got much, really that much important information, actually. I'm trying to think about it here. Yeah, I mean, he delayed the Cyber Core. He delayed the gateway, but man, when he started making, when he started making Corsairs, it's not that he didn't stop, but by golly, he had a lot of Corsairs. There's this group of 11 here. I mean, 3 kills on that one, 3 kills on that one, 4 kills on that one, 2 kills on that one, 4 kills on that one, 2 kills on that one. Like, those are Overlords. And I guess Mutas, and probably Scourge too, but the Mutas were just a terrible idea as well. It just compounded from there. I don't know if this Savior player felt like they had to go Mutalisks because they were so behind, but it did not work out all that well for them in the long run. The Mutas got a little bit of damage done, but not as much as they needed to, and Scourge Connects were just not there either. Which it's really hard to kill that many Corsairs with just Scourge Connects. It just is. So hit that like button if you enjoyed that match. 100,000 points there for Shuttle, 69,000 for Savior. 214 to 52 kill death ratio. Holy smokes. That was a really good KD there. I mean, only produced 165 units to 302 Zerg units, but made up for it in that kill death number without a doubt. Ended up the buildings don't really matter in the situation, PVZs. And then total spent 29,000 for the Protoss and 24,000 for the Zerg, which is just nope. Nope, nope, nope. That is not working. Not working at all. So, GG, Protoss getting the win here today. Protoss are happy, Zerg players are sad. But you know what? Another game's coming tomorrow, and it'll probably be a good one. So stick around, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 5 times a week with Brood War content. Check me out at falconpaladin.store for merch. Yeah, until next time, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin, coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.